Starting off with English Comp 1 was an amazing experience. I honestly didn't know how to really write. I felt like I didn't fully learn in high school, so I was nervous coming in. When I took the English Comp 1 class, I didn't feel that way, and I feel like now I'm a more successful and confident writer because of that class. In the past, I have felt, judged by professors and embarrassed asking extra questions after class. And at UCLA, I didn't. I felt like this is a very supportive environment, and my professors always made me feel comfortable and safe. I feel more confident in my writing skills.
Initially, I felt discouraged because I placed into English Composition 2, and it fueled these feelings of imposter syndrome, but I feel like it was a great introductory course to the university level writing. It set the stage for being able to build rapport with my professor in office hours, as she devoted a lot of time each week to reviewing our writing pieces and giving us detailed feedback and just advice on how to effectively convey our ideas. It introduced me to assessing and vetting academic sources and using those sources and to fuel my arguments and build claims, and really focusing on a thesis and proving that thesis through my writing. And I think those transcended onto my upper division courses, and it just helped in a lot of different ways. In this course, you're really able to walk step by step and through the writing process. You're able to work in a collaborative sense, and not only are you working on developing your writing skills, it's also a space where you can delve into social inquiry and speak about things that are just larger contemporary issues that are happening in society, and that just helps you grow holistically as a person. I learned a lot of helpful skills that aided me in succeeding in other courses at UCLA, especially not just with the certain writing technicalities such as proofreading and editing and citing sources, but also how to speak in a public setting. We did a lot of group leading and discussion leading and speaking in front of our class, and also just collaborating with our peers and bouncing ideas off one another. And I think that's very important in academia.
When I first started the English Composition 3 course, I was definitely very intimidated and nervous. I'm a STEM major, but I've always wanted to be an author, and I kind of forgot about that along the way. But definitely taking English Composition 3 last quarter, I was like, oh my god, I love writing. And it helped me overall really fine-tune my critical thinking and writing skills. It teaches you about yourself, which you don't know in a way before you start. English Composition 3 is when you can form opinions, cultivate them. The whole point of English is to be original and have fun with it. Just trust the process.
What I took away was to be a critical reader when going through the articles that we needed to read, and to better analyze the movies that we also had to watch. And I also feel like it allowed me to be more open-minded when it came to taking different stances and not completely shutting down one idea and being open to it and allowing it to be a counter-argument or a support to your argument. I also learned that there's no one way to writing, and I feel like my English Comp 3 class really allowed me to find my own voice in writing and just find the way to really strengthen it. Writing is essential not only in your English Comp class, but throughout college. I had other classes that weren't English that required me to write 6-7 page essays and even longer, and these help you build the foundation for that so that you can continue bettering your writing throughout college.
English Composition 2, we focus primarily on the writing process and going through each step. Citing sources, how to proofread, working with peers to edit your papers, and really reading text and how you go back and assess if this writer is credible enough to even make these claims. But when we get into English Composition 3, it becomes a bit more sophisticated. Here we're really delving into real social issues, what does it mean to attain the American dream? What does it mean about art and advertising in America? And here we can build on the skills that we learn in English Composition 2 to now make broader claims about the world that we're living in.
Being in a writing class for my first quarter at UCLA was a great experience. I was a little intimidated at first because I didn't know what writing at UCLA of all schools would be like, but my professor made it very easy to ask for help and very easy to understand the concepts that we were going over and the readings that we were doing, and I think it genuinely helped me become a better writer and be confident in my writing.